Hello, readers. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I am Divya. I hope you're all doing fantastic. I know you missed me. I know I did disappear for a while, but I am back with another video. So come along with me where I discuss my January wrap up. So in this video, we are going to talk about all the books that I read in January. It's a little January wrap up, and you will not believe how many books I read in January. It's a crazy amount. I surprised myself that, oh my God, can I read that much? So much in a 1 month. And I was surprised with myself. And can you guess the number of books I read in January? I bet you can't. Um, but if you did take a guess, comment down below. So let me tell you how many books I read in January. I read two whole books in January. Yeah, I know. It's huge. It's huge. Um, Welcome to the realistic side of BookTube, where people read two books in a month and not 30 books in a month. Anyways, as you can see from the title of the video, it is going to be one bad book and one good book. So the books that I read, one of them was a top tier disappointment, and the other was really good. I loved it. So the first book that um, I had high expectations from, but it really disappointed me. Um, I saw this book everywhere on BookTube, Instagram when it came out. Everybody was going crazy. Everybody was recommending this thriller, and I decided to start my month, my new year, my January with this read because I was so excited to read this, and it was not good. So the book that I'm talking about is The Kind Worth Killing by Peter Swanson. God, I kind of hated it. I was like, why is this book not ending? When is this going to end? And oh my God, I just cannot. The characters felt so two-dimensional. They did not have like any personality. They didn't feel real like they should feel real, but it just fell flat. The entire book felt flat to me. All the plot twists, they were good. I would not say that the plot twists weren't good, but they were like nothing surprised me. What I expect from a thriller is a hell lot of a surprise, a hell lot of oh my God, what the fuck did I just read kind of moments, but I got none from this book. Also, another thing that really annoyed me was the way the author wrote about women. What is it about men writing about women, like describing a female character? Why is it just so awkward? Why they got to do that? Okay, so when I picked up this book, I had no idea. Actually, I did not notice the name of the author. At the back of my mind, I was like thinking that this is written by a female author, but it's not. Um, I started reading this book, and right on the fourth or fifth page, I think, I came across a description of a woman, and I was like, no way a female author wrote that. It has to be a man. And I instinctively turned my cover and saw, oh yes, it is a man. So that is another thing that I hated about this book, like why men have to describe female characters in this very physical way. I hate it. If you want to know about the story, like the blurb, I will tell you that this is about Tom and Lily. They meet at an airport and they are both strangers to each other. And they sit at an airport bar because their flight is delayed. And Tom, after a few drinks, gets vulnerable and tells Lily that, maybe I think my wife is cheating on me. I don't think I am certain he says to Lily that I'm certain my wife is cheating on me, and I kind of wish that I could like off her, or maybe I wish she was dead. Um, and he expected Lily to laugh, but Lily, on the other hand, was like, okay, let us take care of your wife. Let us do something. Do you want to kill her? Sure, I will help you do that. So yeah, interesting, is it not? I was intrigued too, and I picked it up. But so there ensues the story of Tom and Lily and everything that happens in this book. And the thing that really interested me was like this has a female killer, like the serial killer is a female. So I was like, I was so excited. You have no idea. And the way this book disappointed me, I think I gave it 2 stars or 2.5 stars, something like that. Um, yeah, no, I will not recommend it. Please don't read it. And I will not be reading the second part of this book, of course, for obvious reasons. I will not pick it up. So yeah, this was, I cannot believe I picked this up as my first read of the entire year. It was bad, okay? Nothing, it didn't feel like a thriller. Nothing surprised me. Yeah, so I will not recommend it. But if you do want to read it, it's obviously you can. If you like the blurb, you can of course pick it up. So after that, reading that disaster of a book, I was like, I have to read something which I am sure is going to be unique, is sure going to have some good effect on me and take my mind off things. So I went and picked up Mona Award's All's Well. It was good. It was very good. It was as good as the other book was bad. So, anyways, this is the story of Miranda Finch, who is a theater director, and she suffers from a chronic pain disorder. She was performing a play called Macbeth, written by Shakespeare, on a stage, and she fell down from the stage and she had a severe injury, got operated. She had a spine operation, and after that, everything went wrong. Something broke inside her, something went wrong, and she experiences this chronic pain, which no doctors or therapists can understand or tell her what is wrong with her. They keep giving her medications, they keep injecting her with stuff. The therapists keep prodding and poking her all the time, and it was taking a mental toll on her, and it was also affecting her career as a theater director. She was going to direct this play called All's Well by Ends Well, which is written by, again, Shakespeare. It is a Shakespearean play. She was directing it, but none of her students wanted to perform All's Well. They hated that play. They were saying that we want to perform something magnetic and magnificent like Macbeth, and we don't want to perform All's Well. But she was low-key obsessed with All's Well, and she kind of was obsessed with Helen, the main character of All's Well. And at the beginning of the book, it is not mentioned anywhere, but you can understand that she low-key feels that she is Helen. She is this character who went through pain and lost everything. I really enjoyed this book. I didn't want this book to end. You can see I annotated it hell of a lot, and I had such a fun time. It was crazy, creepy, as Mona writes. If you have read Bunny by Mona Award, then you will be familiar with her writing. I am really surprised the way her mind works. I knew I would never be able to guess what will happen in her novels. I had this conception after reading Bunny, because I couldn't guess anything in Bunny. So after reading that rubbish of a book, This was my go-to book, and if you have seen my previous videos, I was really excited to read this because anything and everything related to Shakespearean plays is always welcome. I will always read it. And if you have any recommendations for me that is related to Shakespearean plays, then please do comment down and tell me more books like these. Um, so if you want to pick this up, my suggestion is that have a brief idea about Macbeth and All's Well that ends well, written by Shakespeare. Then you will enjoy this story so much more. This book did felt a little linear than Bunny. Bunny was a heck of a ride. It was crazy. But this was not as crazy as compared to Bunny, but it was still so good. I gave it 4.5 stars. I really enjoyed. I really like melancholic characters. I also like the way Mona writes. There is this feeling of sadness and heaviness in her writing, in her characters, and this people will relate to this character who have chronic illness because like yeah the that part of the suffering is really well described, where people come up to you and say that maybe you are just not ill, maybe the reports are not saying anything, there is nothing in your reports, then maybe it's all in your mind. And as a chronically ill person myself, I know that feeling. I know that frustration that the patients feel when even doctors decide to neglect your pain and tell you that maybe it is in your mind. So, yeah, I highly recommend reading All's Well. One more thing, I really like the cover. It is iconic. I just love it. I love this book. I love this. So, yeah, that was all the books I read in January, which were not many, I know, but something is better than nothing. So, yeah, thank you so much for joining me on this video. Thank you so much for being here. You were amazing. Thank you so much for existing. Honestly, you deserve the world. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It like really helps me motivate myself. And thank you so much for all the love you have been showing till now. I will see you in another one. Bye.